What's going on, Raiders? Duelam here, and today we are covering Raid Shadow Legends, and yeah, we're going to have a pretty important conversation about spending. And this is going to be different for everybody because there are people who love to spend on games like this because they love to see the boost that they get from spending, and they have that disposable income. So before we start that conversation, I want to make sure you guys understand that this game is very, very spendy and can be very, very spendy if you want it to be. It doesn't have to be, though. I know people that are late game that are completely free to play and they love this game and they don't spend a dime on it, which is absolutely awesome. But there obviously is that opportunity to spend in this game. And I want to make sure you guys are getting the best value based on my opinion, based on what is available in the game. So you guys don't fall for some traps, because obviously this game banks on making money, right? And it makes money from people wanting to spend on shards and spend on all these kind of things. So before we dive deep into that conversation, I wanted to let you guys know about my download link down below, and it has been recently upgraded. And that's right, the second you download, you are going to get Eleanoril, who is an absolutely insane legendary, who gives burns, who gives poisons, and who detonates those poisons as well with the A3. So absolutely insane legendary. I wish I started with Eleanoril. At level 15, you're going to get a support character named Tagore, who is a team-wide revive, also giving an increased speed stat on the A2. Absolutely insane character. And then we've talked about Ugo in the past. You're going to be getting Ugo at level 30 now, and honestly, you don't need Ugo till about level 30 anyway. Ugo is absolutely nuts. A block buffs, decreased defense, a revive as well on the A3. So this is going to be an absolutely insane way to start your account. And then you want to make sure you are using the promo code Monkey King. That's right. You go over to the left-hand side and you use promo code Monkey King. And this code will get you Sun Wukong, who is another S-tier legendary who will help you out. Make sure you are starting your account off right with 2 legendaries, 2 epics, and get going in Raid Shadow Legends, because this is the time to start. So let's keep the conversation going with passes. So right now we have the Forge Pass running, and it is $20 for the Forge Pass. That's US dollars. All the prices I'm going to be talking about are going to be in US dollars here, okay? So just use that as a metric for yourself. So $20, and there's 50 levels worth of stuff. So the basic pass that you don't have to pay for is going to be the top row here, and it's all going to be pre-stuff as long as you're completing these daily challenges, these weekly challenges, and all that kind of good stuff. And it has some pretty good stuff. It has some decent stuff. You got some silver in here, and this is all just free stuff. Now, if you look on the pass below on the section on the bottom half here, this is going to be what you are going to be paying for. And this here is going to be something called the Forge Pass, and that is going to be giving you 10% extra silver and XP from all battles. And that's going to be super, super important, because that's going to make it so your farming is going to be way more efficient. So that is really, really good. And you get that. That is the first reward you get the second you start this Forge Pass. Next up, we've got Epic Chaos Orb. So this actually changes the stats of artifacts and accessories of epic rarity or lower. So that's pretty cool. And you could do rank 6, and this is an epic one. There's going to be a lot more good stuff for the Forge. You got some glyphs as well, which are really hard to come by early game because I cannot participate in faction wars all that well. And if you use that code, faction wars will be a lot easier for you, because you're going to get a legendary from a good faction, and that's going to be pretty awesome. You're going to be getting a legendary from the Skinwalkers faction, as well as the High Elves, as well as 2 supports. They're going to really help you out. So we've got a lot of good stuff in the pass here. More 5-star glyphs as well. We've got a bonus silver here. We've got a chaos ore, a level 5 legendary one, so this will work for legendary as well. We've got a lot of stuff for the forge here. We also have a ring. The only bad thing about this is you only know it's an epic 6-star ring, and you don't know what faction it's gonna be, so you don't know who it's gonna be useful on, so it's a little bit of RNG there. Same thing with the amulet, and then same thing with the banner here. You do not know what faction it's gonna be, but still, a 6-star epic, you need them pretty much for every faction, especially at my level, so it's really helpful. You get 5 5-star haste glyphs, which haste glyphs are extremely important in this game because haste glyphs increase your speed on the artifacts that you already have. We get another legendary 5-star chaos ore. So a lot of good stuff. We're also getting a legendary ring as well. We're getting a legendary amulet, a legendary banner, a lot more silver, a lot of glyphs, more of that forge pass, more silver. And then the big reward is going to be getting the Defiant gear set. So what this means is the Defiant gear set is going to be giving defense plus 10% and also minusing 15% damage taken from AoE attacks. So this is a 2-piece set, and this is going to go really good on characters like Tagore and Ugo, who you're getting from my download link, because they're going to want extra defense to be able to stay alive and be able to survive and support your characters a bunch. This is going to help in clan bosses as well, because there's a lot of AoE attacks in clan bosses, especially when it comes to Hydra and the Demon Lord. So this is going to help out a bunch as well. It's also only a 2-set piece, which means there's a lot of flexibility for this. So right now you can see I have Ugo under the reflexive set, and that is a 4-piece set. A reflect set, which is a 4-piece set, which has a 40% chance to reduce random skill cooldown, and that's really good for Ugo. So I'd be able to run the reflex set as well as the Defiance set to be able to give the survivability a little bit. But if you want to focus on tanks, tanks are going to be the best people that benefit from this the most because of that 10% defense increase, not flat. That's a percent defense increase, which is absolutely nuts. So I did end up buying this. So I do feel like there is a lot of value in this, and you want to make sure you're at a level where you can make sure you're going to be able to clear a lot of these objectives, because if you're not, then you might have a problem, because you may not be able to fully benefit from this pass by getting all the way to the end. So maybe you want to make this decision towards the end of the pass, and if you are going to get all the way to the end, then pull the trigger on that $20 purchase to be able to get all the stuff to make sure you're going to get there, because it is super important that you do get to the end. So next up, we're going to be talking about the shop, and specifically going to be regarding shards. So what I will say is when it comes to shards, soul stones, all that kind of stuff, early game, I don't really know if you guys need it or not. I have not been really struggling without, but I do see the benefit from it, right? You see Sacred Shard offers here. So you see one for $20, $25, and you can purchase it up to 4 times. So it really depends. The one I really had my eye on was going to be the Elite Sacred Pack. So the first one is $25 for 1 Sacred, 100k silver, 100 gems. The second one, I'm pretty sure is free. I don't know. It just says get previous offer, so I'm assuming that's free. So you're getting 2 more Sacred Shards, 200k silver, and then 200 gems. And then the third part of the offer is going to be $15, and that's going to be 1 Sacred Shard, 2 level 5 chickens, and those are going to help you rank up your characters ridiculously fast, and then 500k silver. So that's what I'm currently having my eye on, because I love opening shards. It's so much fun, and it seems like you guys love opening shards as well. So I probably am going to end up pulling the trigger. I got 2 hours to make my decision on that. And we also have 2x legendary event right now. So if you summon a legendary, you'll get a second one for absolutely free. So that is pretty awesome as well. Now, the benefits of being able to make purchases on the Polarium store is you're going to be getting Polarium Points as well. So what these Polarium Points are is extra stuff, right? So you're getting more stuff here. So I'm still on the warm-up card because I am very early on my journey of spending. This is the first video I've done regarding spending, and I wanted to make sure I gave you guys the most information because I was wondering this as well. So you get a bunch of stuff for free here. You do see I have it collected because you do get Polarium Points from just playing the game on the actual web browser as well. So I did get an epic skill tome because of that. Then you can see the other good stuff you're going to be getting once you get past the warm-up card. You're going to be unlocking Morag, Bronze Lock, and then you're also going to be moving on towards this extra bonus section here for energy. You're going to be getting shard fragments for Saoirse the Charred, who I've heard is really, really good, actually. You also get a lot of potions as well. Energy, legendary skill tomes, a lot of good stuff, honestly. So this is just bonus stuff that is going to be adding on to the spending, and it's just bonus stuff essentially. And then we also have bonus purchase rewards. So this is going to benefit if you are spending more in bulk here. So we see here I did get this because I spent over, I think it was $15, I believe, on a single purchase here. And then this one was $25. So I got an extra XP boost, 300 energy, 300k silver, 40 more Polarium points as well. Ancient Shard, 3 rank 4 chickens, and then if I do spend on an offer that's $35 or more in a single offer, I'll get a legendary skill tome, 2 void shards, 7 full energies, and then 150 multi battles as well. So some pretty good value there. And then the last section I wanted to talk about is going to be on the shop side and packs. So this kind of stuff here, I don't really see a lot of value for. Like 15 ancient shards for $100. I don't see a lot of value for that. Void shards, silver, especially silver in the early game. I rarely have issues with silver at all. I'm at 1.75 million, and that's the lowest I've been in a very, very long time because I just pushed for the Gear Ascension event. So don't worry about silver if you're early game. I know if you're late game, that's probably a problem, but I really can't speak to the value of that for later game. But I would stay away from these for sure because in the pass, you're already, you're spending $20 on the pass and you're getting a lot more silver than a million silver, right? If it's $10 for 500k, it's a million for 20. It's definitely not worth it at that point. And then we have stuff like soul stones, legendary skill tomes, rare skill tomes, all that kind of stuff. And I haven't seen the value in this either. I really don't see it just yet. Maybe the legendary skill tomes, but that is pretty pricey to just buy them outright. And then for gems, you get a lot of gems from just playing the game a bunch and making sure you're doing your daily objectives and stuff like that. So I would stray away from these. I'm definitely not going to worry about those too much. The main thing where you're going to find any good deals, and the main place where I found a really good deal was going to be in the limited and special offers where we talked about this pack string, the Elite Sacred Pack. So make sure if you want to get some good value, you can look through here. We have something for the Instinct set as well. So you can spend $30 and just get a full set of gear here at pretty good. Not too bad at all. There's obviously things like chickens and stuff like that, but I would definitely make sure you do your research before you are spending to make sure you're making an informed purchase, right? And I will keep you guys up to date on what I am spending on this game. A lot of it's going to be on shards because I love shards opening. But yeah, I'm going to fall into that trap. Don't be like me. Listen to me. But if you do want to fall into that trap with me, come to the dark side. It's going to be a lot of fun. But the only thing you should be doing for sure is going to be using that link in the description. Remember, you're going to be getting a legendary character the second you start Eleanoril, and then 2 more epics at level 15. You get Tagore, and then at level 30, you get Ugo. And then you're going to use the promo code Monkey King to unlock Sun Wukong Day 1. So you're getting 2 legendaries to absolutely carry you through the early game and mid game, honestly. And then Tagore and Ugo to support those amazing legendary characters and make them even better. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, Raiders.